Maya loved climbing trees in her backyard more than anything else in the world. She had climbed every apple tree, oak tree, and even the tall pine tree near her house. Her mom always said she was like a little monkey, always swinging from branch to branch with a big smile on her face. Maya felt proud and confident about her climbing skills because she had never fallen or gotten stuck before. One sunny Saturday morning, Maya's family decided to go on a camping trip to the mountains. Maya was super excited because she had never seen real mountains before, only the small hills near her town. As they drove up the winding mountain road, Maya pressed her face against the car window and watched the trees get taller and the rocks get bigger. She couldn't wait to explore and maybe find some new trees to climb. When they arrived at the campsite, Maya's dad set up their tent while her mom unpacked their camping gear. Maya looked around and saw the most amazing climbing wall she had ever seen in her life. It was a real rock wall that went up and up, with little ledges and cracks that looked perfect for climbing. Maya's eyes grew wide with excitement as she imagined herself climbing all the way to the top like a real mountain climber. Maya ran to her parents and begged them to let her climb the rock wall. Her dad looked up at the tall wall and shook his head gently. He explained that rock climbing was very different from tree climbing and that she would need special equipment and training first. Maya felt disappointed, but she was determined to prove that she could do it because she was already such a good tree climber. That night around the campfire, Maya couldn't stop thinking about the rock wall. She made a plan in her head to wake up early the next morning and climb it before her parents woke up. She was sure it would be just like climbing trees, maybe even easier because rocks don't have leaves that might slip. Maya felt confident that her tree climbing skills would be enough to get her to the top safely. Maya woke up just as the sun was rising and quietly snuck out of the tent. The rock wall looked even bigger in the morning light, but Maya took a deep breath and started climbing. At first, it felt similar to tree climbing, and she moved up quickly and easily. The rock felt cold and rough under her hands, but she found good places to put her feet and hands just like she did on trees. Maya climbed higher and higher, feeling proud of herself for being so brave and skilled. But suddenly, about halfway up the wall, she grabbed a loose rock that crumbled in her hand. Maya's heart started beating fast as she realized she was much higher than she had ever been before, and the ground looked very far away. She tried to find another handhold, but the rocks here were different from the ones at the bottom. Maya tried to keep climbing up, but she couldn't find any good places to put her hands or feet. Every rock she touched felt loose or too small to hold her weight. She tried to climb back down, but going down was much harder than going up, and she couldn't remember exactly which rocks she had used before. Maya started to feel scared and realized she was completely stuck on the wall. Maya's mom woke up and discovered that Maya was not in her sleeping bag. She looked around the campsite and saw Maya stuck on the rock wall, looking scared and tired. Maya's mom stayed calm and called to Maya in a gentle voice, telling her not to panic and that they would figure out how to get her down safely. Maya felt a little better knowing her mom was there, but she was still very scared. Maya's dad woke up when he heard voices outside and quickly understood what had happened. He told Maya that the first thing she needed to do was stay calm and not make any sudden movements. Maya's dad explained that rock climbing was different from tree climbing because rocks don't bend or give warnings like tree branches do. Maya listened carefully and tried to slow down her breathing like her dad suggested. Maya's dad asked her to describe exactly what she could see around her without moving her hands or feet. Maya looked carefully and told him about a small ledge to her left that might be big enough for her foot. Her dad praised her for being observant and told her that good climbers always look for options before they move. Maya felt a tiny bit better knowing that her dad was helping her think through the problem step by step. Very slowly and carefully, Maya moved her left foot to the small ledge her dad had helped her spot. The ledge held her weight, and she felt a little more secure. Her dad continued to guide her, telling her to look for the next safe spot before moving again. Maya realized that rushing had gotten her into trouble, and now she needed to be patient and think carefully about each move. Step by step, with her dad's help, Maya began to work her way down the wall. Sometimes she had to try different routes when the first path didn't work out. Maya discovered that solving this problem required her to be creative and try new approaches when her first ideas didn't work. Each successful move down made her feel a little more confident that she could make it to the ground safely. Maya's arms and legs were getting tired, but she didn't give up. She remembered all the times she had felt tired while climbing trees but had pushed through to reach the top. Maya used that same determination now to keep going down the wall, even when it felt scary and difficult. She told herself that she was strong and that she could solve this problem if she kept trying. When Maya was about 10 feet from the ground, she found a good resting spot where she could catch her breath. Maya's mom brought her a water bottle and some encouraging words. Maya felt proud that she hadn't given up when things got scary and difficult. She was learning that being brave didn't mean never feeling scared, but it meant keeping going even when she was afraid. Maya made the final moves down the wall and finally felt her feet touch the solid ground. Her parents hugged her tight, and Maya felt a mix of relief, pride, and tiredness all at once. She had faced a really scary situation and had worked through it without giving up. Maya realized that she had learned something important about herself. She was stronger and more capable than she had thought. Maya's dad sat down with her and explained that making mistakes was a normal part of learning new things. He told her that even experienced rock climbers had gotten stuck before and had to problem-solve their way out. Maya felt better knowing that struggling with new challenges didn't mean she was a bad climber. It just meant she was learning something difficult and new. Maya's mom suggested that they could find a rock climbing instructor in town who could teach Maya the proper techniques and safety equipment for rock climbing. Maya's eyes lit up with excitement because she realized that she could learn to climb safely instead of giving up on rock climbing altogether. She was eager to learn the right way to do something that had seemed impossible just an hour ago. That afternoon, Maya's family visited a local climbing gym where Maya met an instructor who taught her about proper climbing techniques, safety equipment, and how to plan her route before starting to climb. Maya discovered that rock climbing required different skills than tree climbing, but her tree climbing experience still helped her understand balance and how to grip with her hands and feet. She felt excited to learn these new skills properly. Maya spent the rest of the camping trip practicing her new rock climbing skills with proper equipment and supervision. She didn't make it to the top of the big wall that weekend, but she climbed higher each day and felt proud of her progress. Maya learned that some challenges take time, practice, and the right preparation, but that didn't make them impossible. She was already planning her next climbing adventure, this time with the right knowledge and equipment. Moral of the story: Maya's adventure teaches us that when we face difficult challenges, we shouldn't give up, even when things seem scary or impossible. Problems can be solved step by step with patience, careful thinking, and sometimes help from others. Making mistakes is part of learning, and Maya discovered that being overconfident can sometimes get us into trouble. Just because we're good at one thing doesn't mean we're automatically good at everything similar. The story shows us that asking for help is not a sign of weakness but a sign of wisdom, and that real courage isn't about never feeling scared but about continuing to work toward your goal even when you feel afraid. Most importantly, Maya learned that setbacks don't have to mean giving up on our dreams. She could have decided never to try rock climbing again after her scary experience, but instead she chose to learn the right way to do it. This shows us that we can turn our failures into learning opportunities and come back stronger than before. Some goals take time, practice, and proper preparation to achieve, and success isn't always about reaching the finish line immediately. Sometimes success means taking steady steps forward, celebrating small victories along the way, and trusting the people who love us to guide us toward our goals in safe and healthy ways. If you enjoyed Maya's story about problem solving and resilience, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories that help kids learn important life lessons.